This is 7 National News, and in our top story. The UAE has observed World Health Day today, a global initiative under the banner of the World Health Organization that is this year highlighting the challenges and opportunities associated with food safety around the world. Under the slogan of "From Farm to Plate, Make Food Safe," new data released about the harm caused by foodborne illnesses have underscored the global threats posed by unsafe foods and the need for coordinated cross-border action across the entire food supply chain. According to health experts, unsafe food can contain harmful bacteria, viruses, parasites or chemical substances and cause more than 200 diseases that range from diarrhea to cancers. And it is estimated that foodborne and waterborne diseases kill 2 million people every year, many of whom are children. Examples of unsafe food include undercooked foods of animal origin, fruits and vegetables contaminated with feces, and shellfish containing marine biotoxins. In the UAE, the Ministry of Health has given a high profile to education related to personal hygiene, food hygiene and healthy cooking methods, with officials from the ministry stating that food safety was a shared responsibility from farmers and manufacturers to retailers and consumers. Corporate social responsibility and community engagement shouldn't just be a PR strategy, rather an important exercise for executive management of businesses. That's according to the organisers of Arabia Corporate Social Responsibility Awards during a workshop. In the lead-up to the 8th cycle of the Arabia CSR Awards, Habib Al-Marashi, the President and CEO of the Arabia CSR Network, together with members of the jury panel, conducted a workshop to outline the application procedure for the awards, which will be held on the 28th of October this year. According to Al-Marashi, the awards serve as a platform to recognize those companies that educate and inspire their workforce and are actively engaged towards employee well-being. Commenting on the application, the jury members stated that applicants should make a perfect pitch and ensure that their visions, missions and values are fully implemented within the organization rather than placed on the walls. The clinic was attended by representatives from more than 30 private organizations, with registrations for submission to remain open until the 30th of June this year. This year will feature a total of 9 different categories, with expected interest from companies across 26 different sectors. With over 60 applications received so far, organisers say that this year they're geared towards encouraging SMEs to adopt CSR practices, as it is vital for sustainability and adding value to their businesses.
CSR is not an initiative. It's not something that you add on. It's not something that you bring it as an addition. It is within, it's part and parcel of it. It's not an initiative, it's a strategy, it's a process, it's the operation, it's everything within the organization. So it's not an add-on at all. So it's not an added-on cost. It is part of the initial investment. And yes, initially, if you do not have it, you will need to put money to ensure that you are investing in the right direction. Like in everything else, when you want to do it, you are investing.
Recognized with the special award last year for their volunteering initiatives in Egypt, Procter & Gamble was present along with the past winners during a panel discussion, where representatives shared their best CSR practices. Commenting on CSR strategies, the representative from P&G stated that the Middle East region offers immense opportunities for companies to engage with the community and make a difference.
The first thing is to understand the environment which we're in. The Gulf is a very different region from, say, Europe or the US in terms of the challenges. So firstly, it's understanding where we are, what consumers are looking for, what governments also are looking for, and then how can we complement those ideas and those concepts. Moving beyond that, it's also looking at what others are doing as well and learning from them. And again, this is why Arabia CSR, the awards, are a fantastic way of doing that. It's understanding what others are doing and where they're succeeding and also where they could do better.
With an aim to reduce queues and waiting time at counters, the General Directorate of Residency and Foreigners Affairs in Dubai has launched new self-service kiosks at their offices. Several e-service kiosks called Amir have been installed that allow customers to access the authorities' e-services, such as conducting residency and entry transactions and inquiring about sponsorship files. Commenting on the new additions, Major General Mohammed Al-Marri, the Director General of GDRFA, was quoted in local reports as saying that they are aiming to completely diminish queues at the GDRFA counters. It was further added that it is expected to reduce congestion at their offices by making the service more accessible and efficient for the public. 6 of the kiosks are installed at the GDRFA headquarters, 4 in the department's external offices, 1 at Al Tawar Centre, 1 at Dubai International Airport, another one at Ministry of Labour and at Sharjah International Airport. Through the self-service kiosk, customers can access a multitude of the department's services and also includes the option of tracking their updates of their applications in process. Furthermore, the new machines will also have printing functions that allows users to print out their resident or visit visas as well as visa extensions. Meanwhile, Emiratis have the facility to renew their passports instantly through this self-service. Saudi Arabia's Shura Council has reportedly called on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to allow proven businessmen to visit the kingdom without sponsorship from a citizen in a bid to attract more foreign investment. The council, which advises the king on legislation and policy, also urged the ministry to coordinate with the Council of Saudi Chambers to conduct regular studies on the degree of satisfaction among business visa holders, according to a regional report. Presently, any foreigner visiting Saudi Arabia must be invited by a Saudi national who acts as their sponsor, with their visas known to be often difficult to obtain. Sharjah police cameras recorded 6,159 traffic signal violations in the first quarter of this year, reaching a daily average of around 68 offences. Commenting on the numbers, Major Khalid Al-Qaid, the Deputy Director of Traffic Awareness at Sharjah Police, was quoted as saying that despite repeated warnings and continuous awareness campaigns, many drivers are still committing serious offences, particularly in relation to red lights, even though the dangers and possible consequences of jumping a red light is well known and can result in serious accidents leading to deaths and injuries. The police have reminded motorists that these offences will result in a fine of 800 dirhams, 8 black points, and confiscation of the offender's vehicle for 15 days. A total of 13 salons in the capital's Banias and Al-Ghabat suburbs were served with warnings recently, with the establishments found to be falling short of municipal health and safety standards. The violations were observed as part of a set of inspections into 53 salons conducted by the municipality of Abu Dhabi City. Among the most common concerns noted by inspectors was the failure to dispose of expired cosmetics, the use of products without appropriate labels, unsafe storage methods and the lack of overall cleanliness and hygiene. The checks were undertaken in a bid to enforce health and safety standards in beauty centres and hairdressing salons, according to officials, who added that Abu Dhabi City currently has about 1,400 beauty parlours and salons, up from just nearly 1,000 in early 2012, with these numbers continuing to grow. In 2012, the department introduced a training course for all salon and parlour workers in a bid to familiarise them with regulations in the areas of cleanliness, dress code, sterilisation, product use and storage, and risks of using items in an unsafe manner, with officials revealing that about 2,000 people have so far attended. By the end of the year, it is expected that all salon staff will attend the training as a regulatory requirement. And finally, in the bulletin, 15th Dubai World Dermatology and Laser Conference and Exhibition on Dubai Derma 2015 kicked off today at the Dubai International Convention and Exhibition Centre, attracting plastic surgeons, dermatologists and beauty specialists from around the world. The 3 days event was inaugurated by His Excellency Dr. Rashid Ahmed bin Fahad, the UAE Minister of Environment and Water. According to the organisers, this year saw an increase in the number of exhibitors as well as the size of the exhibition, which has increased by 25% compared to last year. Moreover, industry-leading workshops and seminars will take place on the sidelines of the exhibition, with the aim to promote continuing medical education, strengthen scientific cooperation and promote exchange of current knowledge and research work among physicians in the Arab world and the other countries. Dubai Derma's Executive Chairman Dr. Abdul Salim Al-Madani stated that Dubai Derma showcases the best practices in dermatology, science and the latest technology in skincare through specialized exhibition, lectures, courses and workshops. Every year, dermatology companies strive to display their most updated inventions, cosmetics and equipment. This year, there are more than 375 different companies showcasing their latest products and machines at the exhibition, which will run until the 9th of April.
Dubai World Dermatology and Laser is one of the largest events in this region and considered as number one in the region. As a conferences, exhibition, education, is not only 3 days. 3 days is exhibition and conference, but the whole event is more than 1 week. Started from the last Thursday. We start as education, continuing education program, part of this Arab world. I think that what we can see, when we start 15 years ago, this exhibition and conference, we had 25 companies and around 200 participants in the conference. Today we have over 10,000 participants and more than 400 exhibitors worldwide.
At the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, we believe that anti-aging starts from within. We are talking about looking and feeling good. We believe that personalized healthcare is actually the next trend in anti-aging. What I mean by personalized healthcare are models, for example, which are tailored according to each and every patient. I'll give you an example. When we are talking about hormonal supplementation, for example, women going through menopause are taking what we call synthetic hormones. These days we have available what we call bioidentical hormones, and these are basically hormones which are formulated or compounded, as we say, according to each woman's own hormone levels. So we have today available here in Dubai a pharmacy, for example, which will be able to formulate these hormones according to each woman.
Aesthetics is one of the largest and a growing industry globally as well as in the UAE. And a recent trend within this field is that more and more people are moving towards non-surgical, non-invasive treatments. So where till a certain stage, you did have a lot of people going under the knife for things like whether it is plastic surgery or body contouring. People are looking for alternatives. Patients are looking for alternatives where it is not as invasive. However, they do get the results to make sure that their face and body is younger, more youthful, the appearance is more pleasing to them and gives them more confidence. For example, one of the products that we are displaying here as Callium at Dubai Derma is thread lifts, which basically is using bioabsorbable PTO threads, which are used for a non-surgical lunchtime facelift.